There's no better time to choose to adjust my pop filter better than as I click the live button. Ah, well. Okay. Oh. Alright, my seat's in position. I think I'm gonna do some of the Aurora here. And then practice on some of the black as well. But before I commit to that, I think I'm gonna do it on some scratch piece of paper first. And I usually do this off stream, but I wanted to convince myself to stream more. If I get in the habit of doing like a solid hour at a time, it'd be better than just only do it when I'm wholly productive. And put more water in it this time as well. More water in the paint. And I don't think I'm going to do orange this time, but maybe. I'll think about it. Pretty great. I used to use my paintbrush to like guide the water down the cup into my paint tray, and then I was like, oh, I've got this syringe right here. Might as well use that, right? Okay, so that's where the camera can see. Yeah, let's mess with this scrap paper first before I get to that. I think for the Aurora, I'll be using this paintbrush. It's very subtle. Really mix it in there. I wonder if I can get a picture on my phone so I can color compare this real quick. That's fairly close, right? It isn't nearly this bright as my phone making it. It's backlit twice, so it's quite a bit brighter than it actually is, but that's pretty close. I think I'm happy with that. And I can always go darker with it too. Or layer it. That's gonna work out pretty well. I'm happy with that. Let's play with some gray and black though, while I'm here. Here's some gray. And some black, although both of these are very watered down. Can't even tell the difference between the gray and the black right now. I can tell a little bit because my black is a little more purple and my gray is a little more blue or sometimes green. Let's try going real crazy with it. Real dark. And then do the same with the gray. I think I'm preferring the black here. I usually prefer the gray, but yeah, I prefer the black. Hi, I'm testing out a couple paints for this painting I'm working on. I'm just about to switch back to the painting, funny enough, so perfect timing. So this is just, what you saw before was just scratch paper. I'm trying to determine what color would be better where. And I was trying to determine whether I'd go gray or black in the corners. And I decided on black, and then I was checking to see if my green was good for this here. So that's what I was doing. Alright, without further ado, let's see. Maybe I'll start with black. Go from there. Yep, this is mine. Yesterday I started. Oh, thank you. If you go to my YouTube and go way back, I've got playlists of stuff I've painted on stream. I've got a Instagram and a Etsy store as well, but you don't have to check that out if you don't wanna. Most of my paintings are very Alaska themed. Born and raised. Oh. And this is gonna end up being cabin up here in Alaska in the snow. Oh. Hey, thanks for the follow. Cabin in the snow at night up here in Alaska, and there's going to be a nice aurora going on over the roof. And I'll sometimes paint quite a bit faster than this, but this is my first commission ever, so I'm taking my time with it. Not really worried so much about speed here. I just want to do it well, you know? This paintbrush, the lines separate so easily. Do you want to see some of my other paintings? I think I have most of the originals hanging up in my room right now. Oh, that's perfectly fine. I can understand you, so it's good enough, right? Would you like to see some of my other paintings while I let that dry a little bit? Okay, so I'll put this off the side so I don't smudge it. This first one is my first painting I ever did, ever. I've never painted before, and I decided to paint this one day. Just a sec. So this was my very first painting. And you can see I did that March 23rd, 2020. And it's Mount Susitna. It's a local mountain, Sleeping Lady, it's nicknamed. And I did it in the style of, the Starry Night. I only use watercolor too, so that's it makes it pretty unique because I painted it like it was oil. This was my first painting ever. You can see I don't mind it because it was my first, but there's so many mistakes. Like I let it drip on the side here. The circle is not very neat. Smudges here and there. I do like some of the stuff I did though. Just playing around, but this was my first one. And then I'll show you my second one. I'll show you my second painting. Is my second painting. Kind of 3 paintings in one, really, but that's why it's called 3 windows. So second painting ever right here. And funny enough, I had some extra board laying around, and I was just practicing. And then I was like, this is kind of turned out pretty good. I committed a little harder to it, and turned into my second painting. It started out as just scribbles, and then I decided to base them off of 3 of my favorite pictures that I've taken. Most of my stuff, I use a picture I've taken for reference. It gives it something. So we got a moose hunting cabin here, my family's moose hunting cabin. Then we got a glacier called Portage Glacier here. That's why the water is an interesting like aqua color. And then this is from the Anchorage Airport here in Alaska. And looking at the mountains that are surrounding us. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then before I get back to my painting, I'll show you one of the paintings I'm most proud of. I've only done... How many paintings have I done? I don't know. I'm not going to count right now. But I'll show you one of the paintings I'm most proud of. And it's got a story behind it too, so I'll tell you that in a second. All right. Funny enough, this is based on the same mountain. So, if I remember right, this was my 12th painting, I think. That sounds right. And, so it's not a picture, it's based on a picture that my great uncle took in the 1930s when he had to hike. He was 16 years old or so, and he had to hike a good 50 miles to get to the nearest doctor to bring the doctor back on a plane to where they lived. And on the first day of hiking, he stopped and took this picture here. And I consider this one my best painting. The numbers would agree. I've sold like 8 of them. 8 copies of this. So eventually I'll figure out what price to put on the original and sell it to, I think. But I'll have a probably keep a print for myself. Thanks. I think this one is the first one I painted on stream. Before that, I just painted in my room alone. And I was like, why am I not recording this? So like after 2 hours of progress on this, I started streaming it with a piece of crap webcam I got, and eventually I upgraded to this camera. You can see so much better on this camera. But yep, and that brings me back to the one I'm working on. I only showed you 3 paintings, so if you wanted to check out the rest of them, though, you could go to my Instagram and scroll down, or look at my painting videos on YouTube. I have them saved on there. Or if you really wanted to, you could go to my Etsy store and look at them there. They're all together there. All right, back at it. I think I'm gonna. How many years? Not many. Most people think I've been painting a long time. I only started at the start of coronavirus. I started. That was my first painting. I get a little help from my dad. If I have a question, I'll ask him. But for the most part, it's just, I feel like painting, and I started painting. You never know, right? This brush separates too. Shoot. And most of my paintings were done in 2020. I want to say I did 12 paintings in 2020. And then I was busy for a summer, and then I did 3 more quick ones. A big one, and then 3 quick ones, and then I finished another one last year, and that was part of a set. But long story short, I haven't been painting long, so don't expect a ton. Yep. The thing with this is you just gotta start. And that's the only thing. I'm convinced anyone can do it. If I started, you know, I didn't go to a class or anything. In fact, if I went to a class, well, no, because if I went to a class, I'd be doing it more, and then, of course, that's more is always better when it comes to practice. So. So where are you from, Abo or Fox, or what would you like to be called? Oops. Much too much. Zaid or like Zaid? From UAE? That's cool. I'm from Alaska, if you didn't catch that earlier, from the US, Alaska. Nice to meet you, buddy. So how'd you come across my my channel? I don't often get people here, to be honest. Just browsing low end streams or something. Oh, I was just wondering how you found my stream. I was just curious. Is that my phone or the song? Let's do some around those stars first. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, we'll leave it at that. That's fine. Do you know where Alaska is, though? A lot. If you're sticking around here for long, Alaska will be needed as context because I bring it up a lot. Some would say too much. Oh, thank you. I stream what I paint here, and then I put it up on my channel for safekeeping. And then I do a lot of like video game stuff as well for fun. Really just to keep a record of what I've done, really. For now. We'll see if it goes anywhere, but problem is I take a lot of time off in the summers because that's my main busy season for the job I'm doing now. And I'm working crazy hours in the summertime, so what video games do I love? If I'm playing with people, I'm happy playing pretty much anything. Solo games, though, I'll play some Rocket League or there's some older games that I like to play solo as well. And then some of my friends recently got back into Fortnite, so I've been playing that. But I think with the game we've played the most is either Rocket League or Destiny. Those two games. And played Halo and Call of Duty and all that stuff, but I wouldn't say it's a main focus. How about yourself? Are you much into games? Overwatch? Yeah, I've played a lot of Overwatch. Not 2 yet. I haven't played a lot of Overwatch 2 yet. I'm waiting for a 6 stack. Because I'm usually playing healer, and if I don't have a good team with my healer, it usually is them complaining at me for not healing when it's their problem. But I always played either Moira or Mercy. Half your life. Yeah, I've been there. That's how it used to be for me. That's all I did was play video games for a long time. I take it Overwatch is your favorite? Okay. I like playing tank as well, any of the tanks. He's usually playing Orisa though. The robot, the four-legged robot chick. Always thought she was pretty cool. FIFA too? I played more hockey than soccer or football, depending where you're at. Although I was pretty good at FIFA for a little while. I remember growing up, one of my favorite games was Mega Man Soccer on Super Nintendo, and it was pretty great. Think FIFA with superpowers, you know. Oh, someone texted me again. Not now, I'm busy. Oh, I also love this game called Walkabout Mini Golf, and it's pretty cool because it's a VR mini golf game. You get a few friends in there, and we all walk about in the VR world and play golf together. It's pretty great. Want to get any work, but am small. Any advice? What kind of work? Because type of work is very important when it comes to making decisions like that. Ah, okay. Well, as long as your cardio's good, football's, I mean, sure, it leans towards taller people, as do most sports. But if you do it constantly and practice all the time, I don't see why you couldn't do something in that field at the very least. Yeah, that's a long road. You have to start early and kind of live for it a little bit. You know what I mean? And you could start off, you can maybe start off being like a water boy or something if you were looking for that kind of job. Or assistant parts manager or something like that. It's in soccer, it's not as big of a role compared to like football or hockey, but I'm sure they've got parts managers. Gear managers. They got all the balls and they all have to be inflated, you know, water bottles have to be filled. And I had to start wherever you would be able to, you know. I was a bush pilot for a while until I decided not to do it anymore. And I started from a ramper. So I started loading bags onto planes and made it all the way to the cockpit eventually. I flew in the bush, Alaska for 4 years. Pretty cool. But similar thing. You got to start somewhere, right? I better look at that. Well, you could start working for free if you really wanted to go that route. Really, though, at 14, I would just focus on like being fit, one, practicing, and then all your school studies as well, because those are really important. Do I have old friends? Like, have I had friends for a long time? Or do you mean like, do I have like old people who are friends? Yeah, I've got some friends that have been around for a while. Usually after, you graduate school, a lot of people go their separate ways. And you can reconnect with people after years. They've usually got family or something. A lot of the guys, funny enough, a lot of the guys I hung out with in school, they all went off on their own and started families and whatnot. And then the people I didn't hang out with as much, like they're a little younger than me, are the people I actually hung out with more after school. Funny enough. But it happens differently for everybody. There's some people that have had the same set of friends forever, doing the same exact thing every day or whatever, and that's fine if that's what they want to do. And then there's people who just don't, Friends are pretty important, though. Ooh. Flip over the world here. Looks quite a bit different than when you joined the stream, huh? But usually I would be almost done with the sky by now, but I'm going to take this one very slowly because I want to do it right. I can hear my glass shaking in my table. That's annoying. Oh, I think finding someone that likes soccer or you know, football or soccer games, I think that would be a pretty easy find. It's one of the most popular games in the world. Now, if you were trying to find someone that lives near you that likes hockey, that would be a little harder. They'd be like, "What's that?" I don't even know what that is. And go to Canada where you'll only get hockey fans. So, you are well located for finding people that might like FIFA, that's for sure. Get wild with it, huh? Let's speed it up a little. Watch this. Here we go, here we go. Gonna change a lot fast here. Oh, it'll, the house will be on the top. It'll be kind of a dark gray. This will look a little reddish, and then there's snow on top of this, so that'll look a little different. But this house right here is going to be pretty bright, like a yellow-orange, and then it's going to get shadowy as it gets farther away because there's a lamp right here. And then the ground is going to be covered in snow, but it's going to be lit by this lamp, so it'll be kind of yellowish snow. Hopefully it'll turn out well. I've never painted anything like this before, so we will see where it goes. Hopefully it turns out good. That's what I always say. Oh. Oh, hey, thanks for following. I recognize that name. Were you here before? A&D? Or I'm afraid I don't know what to call you. I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. I'm still. This is only the second part of this, so it's gonna be a while, but it's starting to take shape now. Andy or B? All right, cool. Sounds good to me. We got Andy and we got Zaid in the chat here. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Let's see. I want to go fairly dark here. I think. How are you today, Andy? The sides have got to be darker, but not darker than the top. I'm sorry, Dade or try and phonetically spell it out. I'll try and get it right. Oh, so you were streaming painting What is your material of choice? I'm doing watercolor here. Very nice. I always love watercolor. There needs to be more of us out there. Everyone else is using acrylic or oil, it seems like. I think my sky is going to be quite a bit darker, at least in the corners. Have you been streaming much or a long time? Peter? Oh, Peter. Peter's last name. Peter. Peter's. Oh, I realized I spelled it wrong on the title. I'm real possessive. His name is Tim Peters, and he is commissioning this painting. So it's my first commission ever, so I'm going kind of slow with it. You know, it's really taking my time. I want to get it right, you know. But he's been a friend of mine for a while. And he wanted a present for his dad, and they've been building this cabin. And he got a good picture of it, so I'm using that picture for reference. And going from there. So I hope I don't have to do too many layers in the sky. There's already, feels like there's so many. Couple nights a week for a couple of years. Wow, that's nice. I wish I painted more often. The first year I painted, I was pumping out like a new painting every week, it felt like. And then I started getting bigger with my paintings, and it was taking me, you know, half a month to a month just for one painting. And then I started work, and I didn't have much time for painting after that. Let's see, before I overcommit too much in the sky, I think I'm going to add the green in. So, this is my first time doing an aurora. And it could go great. It could go terrible. We'll see. You know, I thought so. I just checked my Instagram, and you've definitely been in my stream before. I've talked to you a few times. We have each other added on Instagram. Funny enough. Thanks for that. Alright, here we go. Oh, you must have forgotten. I don't know. Your story's getting real shaky there. Yeah, little 3D. It pops out a little bit here. I always go for a little bit of realism with my paintings. Okay. Yep, sorry, I keep hitting it with my headphones. Three a.m. Well, it's 6 p.m. here, so. I need my desk. I'm from Alaska, USA, Anchorage to be specific. So way up north. And I'm usually not on this early in the evening. Usually I'm streaming much later, but trying to get back into it, you know. Oh, thank you. I'm not done yet, though. Don't say it's good till it's done. But yeah, Andy, I upvote your drawings every once in a while. I don't know if you see me pop up, but I keep an eye out, you know. This will be interesting. England is Britain. That's over in Europe. Well, I'll try and meet your expectations. Some of the most intense greens here in the middle. So I should be fine. Bringing it out. Now, blending the blue and the black and the green will be interesting. I'll have to do some of that on scratch paper and see how it turns out. Because I might just exclude the blue from the equation. That might make it easier. Hey, Kill Switch, what is happening? Long time no talk. Oh, I guess it wasn't a long time. I just played Rocket League with you like a few days ago. I guess it hasn't been that long. Oh yeah, it has much more depth than it did when you first joined my stream. Thank you for that. I chose a what is it? I have the name right here. Here's my swatch of the. I'm using a powder paint, which I really love. But I got cobalt blue and black for the sky, and then I have an emerald green for this aurora here. How much paint do I have? Just a little bit. Nope, a little more than I thought. All right, let's try it out real quick. Blend away. Kill Switch, did you ever want to pick up that boat painting, or did the wife say no? I think I remember you mentioning it. You wanted one day. Oops. Stop hitting it. Well, art is interesting because people like different perspectives. So I usually go for a semi-realistic perspective, which if you were colorblind, that would probably not be an easy feat if you were trying to go for realistic. But anything's possible. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on the person. Let's do real faded blue or green. Not enough. Planet's super safe. Nope. A little too safe, actually. Are you coming up to Alaska? I gotta move this microphone. I keep hitting it. It was fun when I was playing video games, but apparently not for this. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm always down for a drink. Well, you know, I should really have my hand cover here. I wonder how well this paper floats ink. Let's test it out. Where's a good spot? Right here. Oh, I'm over an hour. I'll paint a few more minutes probably, and then I'll probably be hopping off fairly soon after that. Well, even if we don't hang out, I always recommend coming to Alaska for a visit. There's pretty cool stuff up here. Just the other day I had a family of moose chilling in my yard. Okay, so it lifts, just not as well as I would like. All right, Andy, have a good one. Yeah, best get some sleep. You don't want to be dizzy. That's not good. Thanks for stopping by, though, and for the follow. Appreciate it. Hopefully the next time you stop by, it'll be quite a bit farther done. All right. Pretty good progress, I think. You still haven't told me how to say your name properly. I know I'm saying it wrong. See, the way I was saying it before was Zaid or Zaid, but I think that's wrong. What do you think? Am I close? Did I say it right, or was it completely wrong? Zaid. See, I just can't help but read it as Zaid, which is a pretty cool name. Or Zaid. The first one? Or Zayed? Zayed? Can't tell if I'm getting closer or farther away. Alright, I'm gonna get a little more blue on here. A little more water. Second, Zaid. Yes. All right, cool. Well, I told you it was going to change quick. Did I deliver? Looks quite a bit different than when you showed up. Finally, it didn't take me that long. I am taking my time, though. I do want to stress that I'm taking my time. Chill beats to paint to. I gotta be careful not to overwork it. It already looks like I'm starting to. Alright, I'm just gonna blend in the left side a little more, I think. And then I'm gonna call it after that for today. The tree drawing? Is it, actually I have it right here. The black and white one or the multicolored ones? Because there's a couple of them. Sweet. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a speed painting I did. Here's my little sketchbook. So these are all just stuff I did. Not all of it's that impressive. This one's awful. I speed painted that in about 2 minutes just because I wanted to get an idea out. And then some of them took a little longer. And then there's the first time I was trying to really actually speed paint. And these are just practice for another one. And then I painted this one while I was playing a board game. And then I was like, hey, I can do that. So I decided to make a speed painting thing where I put aside 1 hour. And at the end of an hour, if it wasn't done, too bad, paintbrush down. So all of these I did in 1 hour. And then this is where I really feel like I started to get okay at it. Got a swan and a boat. And mountain cliff in a mist and view through clouds. And there's the black and white one I did. And I'm going to be doing some more, but this one was just to get back in the groove. I was also kind of drunk when I did it, but that's fine. I don't remember what I was doing there. I sketched something out though, and then I have a mountain here, and then I have something from a video game there that I want to paint, and I'll revisit that after this painting's done. But yeah, 1 hour painting right there. I was pretty happy with how it turned out too. Underrated? I don't think I even have a rating. If it was 1 to 100, I'm 0, you know? Thanks, though. I appreciate the compliment. I am going to call it there, though. Thanks for stopping by, Daid. I hope I got the name right down more. And I hope you stop by again. Pleasure chatting with you. We'll talk soccer and FIFA next time too, I bet. And yeah, thanks everyone that stopped by. And I guess I'll talk to you next time. I'm going to be doing it more and more lately, or more and more soon. I'm going to try and do at least 5 days a week for 1 hour. I think that'll be pretty good. I've got a time limit on this one, so I am raring to get it done. But yeah, I'll be around. Mona, you are better than the dude that did the Mona Lisa. I don't know about that. Be honest. Hey, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good. Actually, I didn't know what time it was there, but have a good rest of your day, whatever time it is.